So we're a few days into merge. The moment that everyone obviously looks forward to is to make it to that, let's call it halfway mark. And what a bittersweet, I think, moment it was for everyone, because, you know, when you say we are merged, when I say drop your buffs, I think the first thing that everyone thinks is food, and then they think I made it, because usually merge is followed by a feast. But this season, it's, you know, the toughest season of Survivor, and we really had to change things up a bit. Apart from the fact that they don't get a feast immediately, we also had merge at Tribal Council, one of the most unexpected locations to do it at. And I think it had the effect that us from production really wanted, was to really shake it up and make them understand that everything is different, everything is tougher. And you could see the disappointment on their faces when they realized they're not getting food right now. But it was just a momentary thing, because immediately everyone goes, but we made it to merge, we made it. And I think that is just such a beautiful moment to witness, because it is a milestone. It's a massive milestone. And of course it comes with a lot of consequences, good and bad. They now get to work together as a tribe. People that you've only, you know, met sporadically, now you get to spend time with. People that you've wanted to hook up with again, you get to hook up with. And of course it's individual game on, which means we go next level. Well, there are different ways, of course, to play the game. And when it comes to, you know, just post-merge, I think it's safe to say that everyone usually, even with a season of newbies, wants to remain quite flexible. The term of the season is fluidity, and be able to chop and change as it suits their game. And I think it's easy to say we're playing a numbers game right from the get-go. As long as those numbers are working out for the majority, then everything is going to go according to, you know, the majority rule. But the thing is, if you're playing the numbers game, everyone knows what the numbers look like in the majority, and so that is the obvious way to go. And in a season where people are looking for the edge, looking for that unpredictable game, you run the danger of people doing things that go against what you think, against the numbers. And even whilst one says we're playing numbers, you know, within those numbers, the smaller factions are starting to form. So the numbers, the bigger numbers, are made up of relationships that are really starting to solidify. Even though they talk a lot about fluidity, you can see a lot of solid alliances and relationships are starting to form. And those are the ones who will be rock solid by the end, when it counts in that end game. One thing that's interesting that we touch on very lightly at Tribal thus far, because it hasn't become a feature, and that is the tools in the game. There are many. We've got hidden idols, known idols, fake idols, we've got rewards, we've got so many elements in the game, but it seems to be so scarce because people are holding on to whatever they have. Whereas, you know, oftentimes you get people just playing things because they don't want to go home with it in their pocket. We've had a couple of those. But the point is that for the most part, people are holding on to what they have because they know they need it in the run-up to the end game. And so it's going to be really interesting to see when they get played and how they get played, because, you know, power in this game is great, but it's all about how you wield that power that counts. And if you do the right thing at the wrong time, it's just going to fall flat, it's going to blow up in your face. But if you get that surgical timing just right, it can send you all the way to the end, to that final two at that last Tribal Council, and that's where everybody wants to be. So that's really awesome. I think what really balances how tough the season is also the payoffs in the season, and we've made sure the payoffs are really high as well. Ooh, you're gonna love what's coming.